Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for December 5, 2023. And in the news this evening, man on triple murder charge killed, mother injured after leaving court in Mobay. A man charged for a triple murder in Montego Bay, St. James, was shot dead on Market Street in the second city Tuesday morning. Wesley Lee Reed, otherwise called the Binds, a 29-year-old Mason from Catherine Hall in Montego Bay, was killed while returning from the St. James Parish Court. Reed's mother, who attended court with him, was injured during the gun attack on her son, police said. The two had just left the court, where Reed's bail was extended concerning the triple murder. Reports are that around 11:48 a.m., the mother and the son were on their way home from the court when they were approached by a man armed with a firearm. The man, police said, opened gunfire at them, hitting Reed in the upper body and head and his mother on the left hand. Personnel from the Barnett Street police station rushed the two to hospital, where Reed was pronounced dead on arrival. The mother was admitted and treated for injuries. It was revealed that Reed reported at the Montego Bay police station around 7 p.m. Monday as a condition of his bail in the said matter. Reed was charged for the triple murder of Conroy Beanie Lawrence, a 38-year-old warehouse attendant, Siobhan King Kong Gordon, 38, a teller, and Carl Leslie Shutter Morris, a 56-year-old taxi operator. That incident occurred around 9 p.m. on June 2, 2023 at the Mars district in Roehampton, St. James. Hampton student suspected of drowning in St. Elizabeth. Police are probing the suspected drowning of a Hampton student at Old Wharf Beach in St. Elizabeth on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as Issa Ridgard, 18, a resident of Malvern in St. Elizabeth. A police report said about 2 p.m., Ridgard and the relatives were swimming at Old Wharf Beach when she got into difficulties and was pulled into deep waters by a wave. The police said she was pulled out of the water by family members and transported to hospital, where she was pronounced dead. 7 people shot, 1 fatally in Dunkirk. Homicide detectives are probing a mass shooting in the troubled community of Dunkirk in East Kingston Tuesday afternoon. 7 people, including a 2-year-old child, were shot during an attack by armed thugs sometime after 12 o'clock. One of the victims later died of his injuries, while the others, including the child, are receiving treatment at hospital. The deceased has not yet been identified. It is reported that about 12:50, a group of people had gathered at the Michael Manley Market, located along Pine Street, when a motor car with several men aboard drove up. The men alighted the vehicle with handguns and rifles and began firing indiscriminately at the crowd. They then escaped in the waiting vehicle. It was later discovered that 7 people had been shot and wounded. Investigators say the area has been tense over the last several weeks due to an ongoing gang conflict. Soldier freed of indecent assault charge. A soldier who was accused of indecently assaulting a female friend at his house in February last year has been freed of the charges. He was acquitted on Monday of attempted rape after the judge upheld a no-case submission by his attorney Courtney Rowe. It was alleged that on February 16 last year, the complainant contacted the soldier and asked if he could pick her up from a location in Bogwalker, St. Catherine, where she was stranded. They agreed that she would reimburse his gas money. On his way back to Kingston, he told the woman that he was going to stop at his house to collect something. It said that when they got to the home, the woman went inside and took a shower, after which she reported that the soldier attempted to have sex with her and choked her with a towel. But during cross-examination, the defense attorney pointed out omissions in the statement the complainant gave to the police, noting that it did not mention that she had been choked with a towel, among other things. At the end of the Crown's case and after hearing submissions from Mr. Rowe, the prosecution conceded that the complainant's evidence was insufficient to prove a prima facie case. The judge agreed and the soldier was acquitted. Government says a rapid return approach to illegal migrants not unique to Haitians. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang is defending the government's rapid return policy for people entering Jamaica illegally. He has also pointed to a major human trafficking ring operating between Jamaica and Haiti. Human rights lobby group Freedom Imaginaries has been highly critical of the policy as it relates to the return of Haitians who arrive in Jamaica by boat. In an interview with the news on Tuesday, Dr. Chang dismissed the claims that the government is ignoring due process in the treatment of Haitians who enter Jamaica illegally. He has maintained that the government is doing all it can to assist Haiti, adding that Jamaica is not in violation of international law. But according to Dr. Chang, the government has information that a group of Haitians who were nabbed by the police in Portland over a week ago paid to enter Jamaica illegally as part of a human smuggling ring. Dr. Chang claimed that a Haitian national who has a Jamaican citizenship is behind the alleged racket. He said the boat was destroyed and the group of Haitians intercepted in a vehicle destined for Montego Bay, St. James. He advised the news that the government has determined that those Haitians seeking asylum status in Jamaica are not refugees. He reiterated that it is the responsibility of the National Security Ministry to protect Jamaica's borders. The minister also countered that the rapid return approach is not as specific to Haitians. He said other illegal migrants, particularly from India, have been repatriated. Public sector dentists again restive. There is unease among public sector dentists after a December 4 deadline to hear from the government on the protracted salary negotiations was missed. The workers wanted the government to urgently address the issues under the public sector compensation review. Following a meeting involving stakeholders last month, representatives of the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service requested 3 weeks to review the proposals and the concerns of the dentists in relation to the salary adjustment. Dr. Vanessa Kiffin, president of the Jamaica Association of Public Dental Surgeons, told the news that the dentists are anxious to have the matter resolved in the shortest possible time. She said an attempt will be made to hear from the ministry as to the progress on the implementation of the review. The association will be demanding a speedy resolution as the dentists are becoming restive, she added. The dental surgeons had earlier staged several days of industrial action to press the government to move to implement the salary review, thereby also bringing the matter to public attention. Black River lockup escapee and girlfriend is sentenced. Kenneth Stewart, who was recaptured in St. Catherine after he escaped from the Black River lockup, was on Tuesday sentenced to 3 years imprisonment, while his fiancée, Denisha Bogle, was given 15 months in prison. Both were sentenced in the St. Catherine Parish Court by Parish Court Judge Janelle Nelson Gale. Stewart, a 32-year-old construction worker, was sentenced for uttering forged documents, while Bogle was sentenced for harboring a fugitive. Both had pleaded guilty when they appeared in court on November 7. Stewart, who is accused of murder, had escaped from lockup in June and was held in Spanish Town on October 19. When he was accosted by the police, he reportedly showed them a birth certificate and other documents with a different name. He was subsequently arrested along with Bogle.